What's up, guys? This is the Gospel according to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. And as always, I invite you guys to like, to share, and to subscribe. And of course, when you subscribe, you really should think about hitting that notification bell so you get all of the notices for when I drop my fantastic videos. And of course, guys, also, I want to call your attention to the Super Thanks feature that is on all of my videos. It helps you to contribute to the channel, and it lights up your comment, and when I see your comment, I respond to the comment. So let her rip, man. And I do thank you ahead of time. I thank everyone who's contributed to the channel. I really do appreciate that. And just for being here, you guys know that you have my undying gratitude. Now listen, guys, you saw the thumbnail, you know what this is. So let's get into this, because I think that it's rather funny that once again Disney is being called out for just not being creative, for just ripping off. I mean, it just seems to be what they do best. You know, these people, they have no sense of originality, and they just pray that their audience is stupid enough that they never do notice this stuff. And of course, for the majority of the people, they're right. Okay, but when you have a situation like this, where you have a very high profile, I mean, well, he has some gems, right? Back in the 80s. Veteran director Joe Dante has decided he's had enough and he's not going to take it anymore. He's as mad as hell and he's not going to take it anymore. And he's saying that Baby Yoda is a direct ripoff off of his character Gizmo from the 1984 movie Gremlins. Now, of course, a lot of you young buckaroos out there never heard of Gremlins. Like, after all, like I said, it was 1984. That was something like, what, like 40 years ago or something like that? Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. I suck at math, but it was a long time ago, right? It was back in the 80s. I love the 80s. I was alive in the 80s, and I remember Gremlins. I remember the character of Gizmo. So when I did see Baby Yoda, I said, that looks a little bit familiar, you know. So it's good to see that legendary veteran director Joe Dante saw what the rest of us has seen, and now he's speaking out. So you got this article here in complex.com that I want to share with you, because there are indeed some shots being fired, okay? So let's get into this, guys. And it says here, Gremlins director Joe Dante says Baby Yoda was completely stolen from Gizmo. You heard right, guys. And damn good on him for speaking out about this. Gremlins director Joe Dante brought up in a recent interview that Grogu, better known as Baby Yoda, was completely stolen from the character of Gizmo in the 1984 movie. And he says, I think the longevity of the films is really key to this one character, Gizmo, who is essentially like a baby, Dante told the San Francisco Chronicle. Which brings me, of course, to the subject of Baby Yoda, who is completely stolen and is just out and out copied. Woo! I love it. I love it. Don't hold back, man. Let her rip shamelessly, I would think. While Grogu and Gizmo share some similar physical features, it's also worth noting that the former is an infant version of Yoda. I mean, it's not an infant version of Yoda. They're acting like it's Yoda when he was an infant, but it's not. It's a totally separate character who first appeared in The Empire Strikes Back 4 years before Gremlins hit theaters. Okay, look. What they're trying to say is that Star Wars did Yoda first. But see, Baby Yoda is a different thing. Baby Yoda is literally a baby, right? Something like what is he, like a 50-year-old baby, 500-year-old baby? I forget what he is offhand, but I know that he's a baby, right? And he does a lot of cooing, and he's so adorable, right? Yoda was never that. So don't act like Yoda was the inspiration for Baby Yoda without being a ripoff. Like that just disqualifies him, Baby Yoda, from being a ripoff off of Gizmo. It doesn't work, okay? Because like I said before, the similarities between Baby Yoda and Gizmo have to do with the fact that Baby Yoda is in fact a baby who coos and tries to act all cute in much the same way as Gizmo. If you watch the 1984 movie Gremlins, you would see this, actually, for a fact, okay? So, The Mandalorian creator Jon Favreau told Deadline last year, E.T. in fact, served as an inspiration for the creation of Grogu. Bullshit. I don't see it at all. What about you guys? But it was a sketch from collaborator Dave Filoni. Dave Phony Baloney Filoni that really got the ball rolling. Dave had done a sketch of kind of a Michelangelo slash E.T. moment, and that was the source of inspiration, Favreau recalled. Then Doug Chang and the whole art department started generating drawings of it, and the legacy effects people built it. An episode of the Disney Plus show Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, details how the team went through a number of sketches, ranging from too cute to too ugly, before settling on the look that we all now know and love. Finally, there was one image that Chris Alsman did that had him wrapped up in what looked like a piece of flight jacket, Favreau said. His eyes were a little weird and he looked a little out of it, but there was something a little off with it. But we found it charming. And that became the rallying image that we said, this is good. And it developed from there. It sounds like Jon Favreau doesn't want to admit the truth, all right? Like I said, if you watch that movie, Gremlins, it is undeniable that the inspiration for Baby Grogu, his look, his mannerisms, all of that came from Gizmo. As a matter of fact, shout out to my Dark Council brother Damajanai, who, like, right from the beginning said, no, that's not Baby Yoda. I'm calling him, what do you call him? What you call him, D? The Space Mogwai, right? I mean, come on, you can see it, guys. So I say good on Joe Dante for calling this out, because once again, we have more proof, and every time I get proof of this, I'm going to bring it to you, the people, because you need to know Disney does not have a creative bone in its body. Mickey Mouse does not have one creative bone in his body. Okay, everything they do is a ripoff off of something else. It's a bastardization of whatever it is that they're ripping off. Okay, so once again, you have further proof of this. And Joe Dante, a veteran director, says, fuck this, I'm talking about it. And there it is. Now, what you do with that, I don't know. But once again, I think it's pretty easy to see. But what do you guys think? Do you think, looking at the thumbnail, you know, and if you saw the movie, what do you think? Do you think that Baby Yoda is more likely inspired by E.T. Phone Home, or by Gizmo? So cute. I think it's more likely that, you know. So anyway, guys, get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this. As always, like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Once again, this is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.